making one of my specialties, and actually this will be the first time that I'm actually making something here in the coach since we've owned it. And this is going to be something new for Chris, but this is a highly debatable subject that we'll get ready to talk about here, because so I'm originally from Wisconsin. However, I lived in the Nashville, Tennessee area for 17 years, maybe even plus. So when we first moved down there, we wanted to invite everybody over to the house for barbecues. And it turned into a war, like the Hatfields and the McCoys. Our southern friends came over and they were expecting pulled pork, or brisket. And we're like, what are you talking about? You use burger to make barbecues. No, you don't use burger. So let us know in the comments below, because I know they have another term. They're called sloppy joes. And but up north we call them barbecues. So now I've lived in the South for a lot of years total, and so I would say, hey, you want to come over and have sloppy joes? So I can communicate the right thing to all the Southerners now. That makes them all kind of happy. But I would like to hear what you call them. Are they sloppy joes or are they barbecues? All right, here goes Chris. She's getting ready to scoop up the yummy goodness. Like I said, you know, typically you use buns, but we are opting for bread today.
So tell me when to stop. This is yours.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That's good.
Now, you know, Chris is doing an open face version, which I didn't know you were going to do that, but that's okay. That's another version. Now you could just use a fork, or you make it a sandwich, so you can cut it in half a top or bottom. But you know what? Hey, this works. And then to me, it's a classic northern recipe, classic sloppy joe recipe. If you have classic Lay's, just salty chips. We're not worried about calories, you know, in this place. The more calories, the better. The more salt, the better. Anyway, we're getting ready to enjoy it. And I tell you what, I'm going to look at you instead of the food. So I say, let's get the video going. Are you ready? The truth is, Chris absolutely fell in love with my sloppy joes.
Well, I fell in love with the man who made the sloppy joes, and he definitely made them with love, so.
And she just gave it away. That is the secret ingredient. Oh, man. Okay, now you guys know. Anything that is made with love is amazing.
It is. Because I can honestly say I'm not a sloppy joe. Like, I've never been a sloppy joe fan, but those are pretty good. You did a good job, babe.
Well, thank you so much. I try. And again, it was kind of cool because that actually was the first time that I've ever made anything inside the RV. So it was simple. And the thing about sloppy joes, I told Chris what's kind of neat to do is they got multiple applications. So we did open face, you can do closed face, you can do buns, bread. And then if you kind of get sick of it that way, grab some nacho chips, heat it up, and now you got a dip. It's so good. You don't want bread, get some flour tortillas. It's like the gift that keeps on giving.
But the part that makes me laugh is the fact that he called them barbecues. And I will never forget the very first time I met his family. His two nephews like cornered me. We were actually at a barbecue restaurant and they were like, what is barbecue? Like, what do you think barbecue is? Because they were like totally in the sloppy joe camp.
And by the way, I think they hijacked our Facebook account. So if you want to read what some of them said, I saw that they got in there on the whole sloppy joe versus barbecue thing. So you'll have to go check that out. Hey, and leave us a comment below. If you're from up north, do you call them barbecues? You know, do you call them sloppy joes? I was raised for barbecues, and not anymore. Now that we've been here in the South, we know now that they are sloppy joes. And we love ourselves some brisket and some pulled pork too.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you, they've got some good barbecue in North Carolina.
Okay, we should probably turn the page on that. I will let you guys know if I end up starting that cooking channel on YouTube. I'm sure I'll get millions of views, but that's for another day.
3 ingredient recipes, yeah.
Hey, the guys will love me. They'll be like, dude, love your recipes. Anyway, hey, today we want to talk to you guys and show you our side of the world, and a lot of you know this, that RVing is not glamorous. There are some great things to it, and you can spend, $1,000 on a coach. You can spend $2 million on a coach. Is all part of it and all part of the maintenance. So since we have been full-timing now for over a month, and what a process and a switch that it has been.
And by the way, this is our new backyard. Not a bad view.
Yeah, welcome to our backyard. Yeah, and so we've had to make a lot of adjustments, and like a lot of you who have transitioned from sticks and bricks to full-timing, but there's also some unfinished maintenance things. When we purchased the coach from Day Brothers RV, there were a couple things some snags that we had. One, when we did the walk around, the struts in the back that hold up our trunk.
The hatch.
The hatch.
It's whatever it is,
The
it is
thing in the back,
big
no.
and heavy.
And it's big and heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we did the walk around, we went to lift it up, and it just slowly sank down because the struts were done, shot. Need some new ones. So Day Brothers RV took care of us. They ordered them, and they assured me, hey, it'll take you 5 minutes to put these things on. We'll get them sent to you. And of course they came. So we want to show you guys. We thought, hey, this is an experience that we can share, and you can see how well Chris and I worked together doing a project. There was no tears, no blood, well, there was blood.
There was
wasn't
blood, yeah. Unfortunately.
So we're going to roll that for you right now. Okay, so as you can see, Chris has our nunchucks. I mean, our arms that are going to hold up the back hatch. So, but I'm keeping my distance because I know she could probably take me out right now with those things if she wanted to.
Watch out.
Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, hey. Didn't know you guys were hiding in the engine compartment. All right. And I watched this on YouTube, and they said this would take 5 minutes. So here's the true test. Oh my gosh, look at that. Ta-da. It's magic.
Ooh, but now can we close it?
No, we can't test that yet.
Okay.
All right, so now we have the other one to do. Now, the other one that we have on here is actually the original one, so but it's also not doing its job all the way. So maybe I'll try to get a closer shot of this one. So if you're installing these at home, or you're a Newmar owner, if you can see this, so I have like a jeweler's flathead screwdriver, and I'm literally, I don't know if you can see this or not, there's literally like a little gap right there, and I'm putting the tip in, and I'm just bending that back and pulling it back, which opens it up so it snaps on. And when you're snapping it on, you put this end up, and this end goes towards the coach. Okay, all right, let's do take two on the other side. Okay, I'm about popping this one off. Can you hold that? She probably doesn't want to hold it because it'll drop on my head, knock me out, cash out of my life insurance policy. I get to go to heaven. Hey, maybe it is a win. I don't know.
I don't know. That sounds like a pretty amazing place to be.
Yes. All right, now to put the new one on. Here we go.
Just stay on my toes. Oh, all right. Is it in?
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we have it in.
We have success. Now
All
let's
right.
see if we can shut it.
And you can see I only got a little blood right here, so that's not too bad, you know. If you get, I wish there was more blood, right? So it just made it look so intense what I just did. But wow, so this is the first time we've actually seen this door being held up on its own. For a low fee of $1,000, we will come replace your arms too. The number is 1-800. Don't hire us, okay? But hey, another project done, and way to go, Chris. You did a good job. Proud of you. Really, if you guys do want to call us, we will work for cheap. Matter of fact, you can make us food, and we'll come replace your struts. And no, don't call us. No, you can do it yourself.
It is that easy.
It was that easy. And the funny thing is, for us, you could kind of maybe hear it in my voice, but since we've owned it, we haven't seen it be able to stay up all by itself. It's like, hey, look at that, for the first time we get to see something new. But those are the ones that you really kind of like, right? Those are kind of like the easy ones.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, and then you're thinking, but if somebody didn't want to do that, they're going to pay probably hundreds of dollars to replace the struts in the back. And the funny thing is you'll see it in the video, like we called them arms because at the time Chris and I were like, I don't know, is it struts, arms? I don't know. We went with arms there. But we later looked some things up and they said they were struts. But anyway, it went smooth, it went good, and you love it when a plan comes together, because you know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work. Yes.
Yes, but don't give us any really hard projects. That might be a little bit more challenging.
Wait till we start working on the engine.
Yeah.
Now you might have to worry. So that was one of our projects, if you will, that we had to get knocked out. And then two, when we were up there at Day Brothers purchasing the coach, the weather was crazy. I mean, we had everything from ice, rain, snow,
Flooding.
tornado watches.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
It was so cold.
So when we got up there, we never ran the air conditioners, obviously, because it was cold and it would get a little warm. And then, anyway, but we never ran the air conditioning with the heated floors, to see how everything was talking and working with each other. So when we got back and it started heating up here in North Carolina, of course, we go to flip them on, and I told Chris we let them on, and we left and came back, and I'm like, man, it is warm in here.
Warm.
And we found out that only one of the air conditioning units was working, and of course you go, oh my gosh, are we going to have to replace 2 units? And you guys know AC units are expensive, and your brain just starts going right down those roads of, what are we going to have to pay for now? What's going to break down next?
What's wrong, right? But then we went to the command center and we saw the word shed. So we knew it was shedding some of the electrical units because it was obviously taking up too much power for some reason.
Yeah, so I got on the phone with Day Brothers to let them know, hey, we got, back here, we're trying to run the ACs and they're not working. And it just so happened that George, the service manager there, had a gentleman come in who owned a Newmar, and he was just telling him about the problem he had with his. And he had talked about, we have the SilverLeaf system that controls all of our electronics. And so he had said that his AC module with the SilverLeaf just quit working. And so the signal would come in, the electric, I should say, would come into the coach, and then it kind of disperses. But when it hit that module, it was not getting the right amount of power, so it was telling it, hey, you need to shed and not work. So that was kind of great that worked out that way, that we knew what it was. But then it was like, okay, Day Brothers RV is hours and hours away from us. So I'm thinking, oh, here comes another cost, but they were gracious enough to send us the module, and they said, hey, you can do it. It's plug and play. So, and if you have any issues, get us on the phone, and we'll FaceTime with you. So I'm like, all right, send it our way, and I'm willing to take it on. So when I get ready to take things on, I take the hat, and I put it backwards, and I'm like, I'm ready to get to work. Let's do this thing. Okay, so today I am going to replace the SilverLeaf module that came in for our air conditioning system. It's this module that apparently speaks and communicates with electric throughout the whole system when to shed certain powers that kind of come in. And for some reason, it's not liking running the air conditioner, so it has shed it so that we got 2 that aren't working at all, and only 1. So I'm hoping after today that this is definitely the problem, and that all 3 will be harmoniously working, so I can put it down to that temperature setting, that says Christmas. So that's the goal that I'm going for, even though Chris likes it warmer than I do. You guys know about that argument. But I'm hoping to get it working and running smooth, and I'm going to take you inside the bay here that we're going to be doing a lot of work in today. It's a little bit of a mess, but it'll give you an idea of what we got to dig through, the jungle that we got to get into to break this thing down. So I want to let you know before I jump in there that one of the first things that I need to do was kill all the power to the coach, because I want to be on the safe side. So all the power has been turned off on the coach. I even disconnected the shore power just to make sure that everything is dead. So when we do this, I just thought I'd rather be safe than sorry, and then kind of let everything boot up all on its own. So this is the jungle that we're getting ready to go through and ready to break down and pull out. And you guys know, as RVers, we're still learning what we want packed, what was our solo stove, what we don't need, what we do need. But I just wanted to show you the jungle of wires. And there's another part of our SilverLeaf system that is the tile heat controller. So that is something that looks a lot like what I'll be replacing today. I wish it was right there, but of course it's not. It's actually back under that way just a little bit more. But I'm gonna clean all of this stuff out and let the process begin. I wanted to show you guys this little light that Chris and I picked up. We love this little light. We got it. This is the SP360. It's 2,000 lumens, 3 different lights, and we got it for situations like this, or if we broke down on the highway. It would give us plenty of light to see, to work on things, and it's a killer flashlight too. Okay, there's a little flutter with the LED lights, but she's in. We got the master plugged in. Everything, we just repeated the process of what was already plugged in, and here's the old one, and we're gonna go turn on all the power and see what happens. So wish me luck. Yes, I was able to DIY it. I didn't even have to get on with Day Brothers and FaceTime with them, but I do appreciate George and his time and helping me up there. That's when it's, you know, great to be a part of a good dealership and buyer relationship.
Well, and we have another project too that's coming up that we kind of uncovered as well, that
our SantaCon system.
Our SantaCon system. And so we're heading up north to see family this summer, and we just happened to get to roll through London, Kentucky. So we're going to stop in, and Day Brothers is going to get that resolved for us while we're passing through.
Yeah, so it just goes to show you, you know what, there is a glamorous side to RVing out there. That you have your stuff, it's nice, you can go to nice resorts and have pools, and you're by the beach, and you get to travel, you know, the US and see the world, you know, be the adventurer. But then there's the reality side, in that there's always something that seems to need to be fixed, tweaked, and maybe the argument could be, hey, it's no different with a house. If you own a house,
exactly,
there's constantly little things there. I think sometimes houses are just so big that you can kind of just sweep it under the rug and let things, you know, go for a little while. Some things. Whereas with...
Well, and you've got yards to maintain, you've got the exterior, and the interior, but there's roofs and all. I mean, obviously there's work with both. So
yeah. So it's just part of the, you just, you know, take it on the chin when it comes. Don't overreact, like, but stay calm.
I do get a little overwhelmed, but I know, you know, at the end of the day, we love the RV life. We love the ability to be able to get up and go when we want to go. And as we've said in previous videos, it's just so nice to take the things that you love with you on the road and just feel like you're at home wherever you go.
Yeah, it's been an issue. We were talking, we'll have to shoot another video coming up here soon just to say, you know, how has it been going since we've been in here over a month, and just all the stuff that has come with that, which there has been. And
actually why we ended up going full-time versus living in our sticks and bricks house.
Yeah, so we got some stories to tell. So stay tuned for that. And speaking of, like Chris had mentioned, getting on the roof. So there's a video coming up where we had to get up on the roof of our coach for the first time and take care of some things, again, some maintenance issues on the roof. So stay tuned for that. And hey, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, we so appreciate you watching. And if you're new to our channel, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel and then hit that notification sign. And every time we post a video, you'll be notified. And then please leave us a big thumbs up. And with that, we say God bless
and safe travels.